Hey, what's up, guys? This is your boy Travis back again here at Big Boy Toy Reviews. And today we are looking at another Buzzmod Demon Slayer figure. This time it's Zenitsu Agatsuma. I think that's how I don't know how you pronounce his last name. I don't think I ever knew his last name. I'm sure they said it in the anime, but it was so brief, who would remember? But yeah, I told you I was working on getting all of these doggone things, and so was able to get my hands on him. He was actually, I got him on Mandarake, and he was actually brand spanking new. So I love that. But yeah, take a look at the box really quick. The typical Demon Slayer box, or excuse me, Buzzmod Demon Slayer box. Actually, really typical Buzzmod box. I think, despite the anime, they always use the same style box. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, he looks like, if you know, basically he looks like Tanjiro, body wise. Probably the same. I would assume it's probably the same buck when I do my comparisons. We'll see if they actually have if they share the same body. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, I think they're about the same size in the anime, right? So it makes sense that they would just reuse this body. So I'm not really gonna go over it too much. I'll go over the stuff that's different, like his shin guards, or his shin covers, or shin, whatever you want to call this, socks. I don't know. But obviously it's gonna be probably more in the line of his coloring, which looks really good. Looks really, really good, nice and clean. Let's take a look at that belt buckle. Definitely not one of the good ones. Looking real muddy there. The buttons look good. And then we got the head. Now that head sculpt is on the money. It is on point. I like the paint for the hair. The face looks really good. Really, really good. I'm never gonna like when they make faces looking off to the side. Like, why are we doing that still? That can be a secondary face, but not as a main face. Because they don't give us any like regular, like a smiling face looking straight. You only get this smiling face looking off to the side. So I hate that. I hate that with a passion. The kanji on the back looks good. I hate it when they put branding on the back. That drives me freaking crazy. Put it on the bottom of the foot. Put it on the bottom of the foot. But yeah, everything else looks fine. Again, I will repeat, for the price, they are not worth it. I mean, they shouldn't cost as much as they do. I don't know why they do. It makes no sense to me how expensive these things are. But as of right now, I would say, I don't know, that SH Figure Arts Tanjiro is fantastic. But it just depends on what you're looking for. Like, yeah, I do like these. We'll see what they come up with, what SH Figure Arts comes up with when they make this guy and make all the other ones. Because if SH Figure Arts keeps making them like the Tanjiro that they made, it's very possible I'll end up selling all of these and just getting those. Because that Tanjiro is definitely going to be one of the top 5 figures of the year, I think, for me anyway. But yeah, anyway, let's take a look at the accessories. Alrighty, so for hands, as usual, I like to keep these in the package. You got 2 pointing hands, 2 weapon holding hands, and then 2 fist hands, and then we have 2 open hands. So yeah, that's it for hands. And then as for faces, we have the sleepy face. So that looks really good. Yeah, nicely painted. I like that. Then we got his little concerned face. Probably concerned about Tanjiro's sister. But that looks good. Looking straight, I might add. And then we have the either scared face or angry yelling face. I think this is his scared face though, since it has a little sweat on it. He's always a little punk until he falls asleep, and then all of a sudden he becomes a badass. But that's nicely sculpted. I like the mouth and everything. Then obviously we get the sword in the scabbard, and we got the handle here. And then you can see his hilt. I think that's what that part is called, right? But yeah, so yeah, a little tip is gold there. Then we have the sword out the scabbard. It has the lightning painted on it very nicely. This one does not have any kanji on it, but the handle still looks the same. But yeah, that looks really good. And then obviously he gets two of these lightning effects that actually go around his ankles, looks like. So he gets two of these lightning effects, and they are different. They are different. And that looks really good. I like that. Then you get the handle of his sword with the lightning effects on it. That's really cool. I like that a lot. That looks really, really dope. That's so cool. I love that. This is super dope. This is super dope. Then obviously we get his claw, or his what are these called? It's not a gi, right? His jacket. I guess you just call it a jacket, but I don't know. What would you call this? I'm not 100% sure on that. But it looks good. It looks good though, as they usually do. They look pretty good. Hopefully it fits on them nicely. Then he obviously comes with the two kneeling feet or kneeling legs that I will never ever use. And then obviously the pad that he kneels on that I will also never ever use. They should come with stands. I feel like these figures cost enough to where they should come with stands. Am I tripping about that? I don't think I am. As far as articulation is concerned, he can not look up at all. That hair is definitely blocking it. I don't even know why they bothered making this a separate piece, because it doesn't help with anything. It doesn't help him look up, and it just kind of can spin out the way and be really annoying. So I don't know why they decided to do this. If you take it off, and that's fine too, you take that off and he can look up a lot. Breaks his neck, of course, but then he can look up all the way. You got a double ball peg, I think, in there, but he can look all the way up. Now is that a ball? Is that a hinge? The ball hinge combo? Yeah, that's a ball hinge combo. Yeah. So he has that. So I would just take that off. It's not a big deal. Looks down that much. Does get some side to side. The way that they engineered that ball, it does get side to side really good. Then he has the neck and everything. So it looks like he got a little haircut. That's all. Obviously the ugly ass cutouts here. I hate it, and I will always hate it, and I will always mention it. You can't go all the way around with that. Obviously you can get a little bit past parallel with that. Again, only 90 degrees with these single jointed elbows. It's ridiculous. Again, $140 for these. You do get a swivel here at the bend and a little bit in the shoulder. Let's look at this crunch. He can go back that far, then forward We're just gonna use all the joints forward that far. Side to side is okay. Side to side, you're not gonna really get it in the upper joint, but you can get it at the bottom waist joint. This does twist there. Get a little twisting there too, a little squeaky. Almost full splits. I mean, that's pretty good. They should do better. That's not falling off, so that's good. Thigh swivel, then knee. It's definitely not as good as SH Figure Arts. Can kick forward that far. Can go backwards. Also, there is a shin swivel there. We got ankle tiltage. Can go up that much, down that much, and then there you go with the toe hinge. Oh yeah, and ball hinge wrist for the wrist. Yeah, ball hinge wrists. Yeah, but that's it. That is it for articulation. It's pretty standard. It's no different from any of the other ones. They're almost all exactly the same. But I guess that's the nature of the property, right? I mean, nature of the IP. They all just alike. It's just how it is. Anyway, I'll put the jacket on and then be right back, and we can do some comparisons. Okay, so before comparisons, I just want to talk about his jacket. It looks good. It doesn't look too big. I think it looks good on him, and he fits it very well. So yeah, I don't think this looks big on him. I think it fits him quite nicely. Yeah, I do think this fits him quite nicely. This is definitely one of the better fits to me, for sure. But yeah, let's get to some comparisons. Alrighty, and here he is next to both the Buzzmod Tanjiro and Nezuko. And one, I want to say the reason why I have this sword handle in there is because the moment I started sliding his scabbard into his little belt hole, I snapped it, and I had to get a knife to get the little piece out of the sheath. That is the softest one that I have seen so far. I mean, it like immediately bent and broke. So unfortunately, I will probably never be able to use that again. I did super glue it, but it's a wrap. Like, let me see, I'll show you. Like, yeah, that's a wrap. I was never going to use this one anyway. I was going to be posting with that one, but it's unfortunate. Anyway, but yeah, he looks good with them. I think they do share the same body. Obviously, Tanjiro has a slightly more browner suit than him. Or I guess it's just a different kind of brown. It's a little bit more vibrant. His is a little bit more dull. But his jacket fits better than Tanjiro's jacket for sure. But it could be, it could be because of this thing on his back, but it doesn't quite fit as good as Zenitsu's. And of course, he's a little back heavy because of the thing he's wearing. Did it just unplug? No, it should be good. Yeah, that's good. But it's always a pain in the butt to get these things off the shelf because they're like way at the bottom, and I got to bend over to get them. But got to do the comparisons, right? So yeah, but he looks good with them. Alrighty, and here he is next to Rengoku and I forget his name. It's not Todoroki, is it? Tomiyaka. I don't know why I said Todoroki. Tomiyaka. That's right. But yeah, he looks good with them. I think he's a little too big. And I think he's quite a bit shorter than these dudes. But at least they are bigger. So yeah, he looks good with them. And then here he is with the ladies. A couple of the ladies. What's it? Mitsuri, because I did just review it, right? Yeah, Mitsuri and Shinobu, I think that's her name. Yeah, I think that's right. Shinobu Kocho or something like that. But yeah, that's how he looks with them. He's about the same size as her, really, which is surprising. She actually might be a little bit taller than him. I don't know if I noticed that when no, Tanjiro is definitely taller than her. Maybe him and Tanjiro don't share the same buck. I think she might be taller than him. Maybe. I think she is, yeah. On this camera, she looks taller. Yeah, but they look good together. And then just for shits and giggles, here he is next to the SH Figure Arts Tanjiro. And then we got the Buzzmod Kamina. But yeah, that is it for comparisons. Alrighty, so in conclusion, I forgot to mention this in the accessories. He has the bird on his head bang piece that comes off too, or that comes with him. I forgot to mention that in accessories. I don't know why, but it's painted really nicely. Looks good. Looks really good. But yeah. But that's yeah, he's cool. He's dope. The electric pieces that you attach to his ankles, I would recommend you taking his feet off and then sliding him into the peg and then putting the foot on in order to get them on. But they help him stand really nicely, so he's not falling over at all. So you can really literally pose this dude. They almost act as a little, like a little base, little stand for him. But yeah, he is awesome. You got to get him if you're collecting this line, you know what I mean? Like, he is an essential part of Demon Slayer. So yeah, he's dope. I think he's one of my favorite ones so far. Just with his his special effects, his sword looks really good. I hate the fact that it was so flimsy that the peg broke. But so that is unfortunate. But like I said, I hadn't planned on using it anyway. But yeah, he's dope. Probably give him a solid 8 out of 10. Yeah, he's a good figure. He's a really good figure. If you dismiss all the normal Buzzmod issues that they have with all the figures, he's good. I think he's one of the better ones, to be honest with you. But anyway, that is it for the review. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.